Kings and Queens, Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always returning. Trust you and yours are well, and you're loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you, my esteemed subscribers. You're loved, celebrated, and appreciated. Many thanks to Edware for the super thanks gifted to the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Your Majesty. All right, today I want us to talk about something that I have been talking about here. And I think it's not a topic that can be overemphasized or, oh, we're talking about this too much, because I believe that we as a race of people are still on that process of decolonizing, on that process of really figuring out what is what from what, especially trying to heal from the damage caused by different religions in the world today. Okay, so today we talk about the state of Israel as it is today. Like I said, I've been talking about this for some time, and I feel that this topic cannot be overemphasized, because every day you hear people with their opinion. Every day you see the average African man and woman praying for Israel. Every day you see people, especially those stories in the lines of the Bible about Israel and the Egyptians and Pharaoh, praying, having private prayers, having public prayers. You'll be wishing and praying that the God of this Israel come to, defend you or save you from whatever predicament you are in. And most of the times it is confused, okay? Especially when you talk about the state of Israel of today, a lot of us think that when you talk about Israel in mythology, okay? Yeah, permit me to use that word, Israel in mythology. Some think that you're talking about the state of Israel of today. Now, we should be aware that the state of Israel as it is today, governed by Benjamin Netanyahu, was created in 1948. Okay, so if you're talking about history, talking about myths that have been existing for a long time, because it didn't just exist in Christianity. These are, when you begin to go back to the origin of all these stories, you discover that they are in some of the major traditions and religions around the world. Most of the races of people have similar stories, especially when you begin to look into the ancient text, and then you begin to look into the ancient Mediterranean history, the Sumerian histories. You discover that similar stories existed. That's why I'm saying the myth that existed in the holy books that you have today. Okay, so do not confuse, because that is exactly what I see today. That people confuse this state of Israel with the Israel that has been mentioned for time past. They are not the same people. They are not the same location. They are not the same body of people, no group of people. I am saying this because it is the truth, and it has been proven a long time. When you hear a fellow African telling you that those who are in that state today, that geography today, are not the people, we tend to flare up and begin to say, you are going against the people of God. God is going to punish you. Kiniko, kiniko, we say those things like that. Maybe to just since we have been threatened with the punishment of hellfire if we do not succumb and agree to everything, there's this fear of, if I don't say this, I might be in one way or the other agreeing to this thing. So let me say, so that to be that the God of the Bible will know that I have said this already. And then we say some things. Sometimes when I look at some comments, I shake my head and I tell myself that there's still a long way to go for some of it. So when you see an African like you talking, you say, where did this person get her? Who told her it is like this? Why is she doing like this? She's trying to do what to the body of Christ. Now listen to this Asian, because he's not African, and maybe some persons will now get the message.
The Israel in the Bible is not the same Israel as today. And I know what you're thinking, and you're already jumping into conclusions, but hear me out. People are over here fighting and debating over a misunderstanding of what Israel actually means. They think that the modern Israel is the same as the Israel God promised in the Bible. It's not. In the Bible, Israel means two things. First, Israel was a person. In Genesis 32, Jacob wrestled with God, literally fought him all night long. And after that, God changed his name to Israel, which means he struggles with God. Second, Israel became a nation. Jacob's 12 sons became the 12 tribes of Israel, God's chosen people. But hear this out, they were not chosen because of their land. They were chosen because of God's promise. The nation of Israel existed under kings like David and Solomon. But guess what? They lost their land. They were exiled because they turned away from God. Fast forward today, Israel was founded in 1948 as a political state. But that's not the same as biblical Israel. It's not ruled by biblical law, not everyone there is a descendant of the 12 tribes, and the land does not define God's people. Faith does. So when people think that defending modern day Israel is the same as defending God's chosen people, no, you're missing the whole point of Scripture. God's Israel was never about land, but about a relationship with Him.
Alright, but that's just a short, quick one, and I know some of you might not be happy with this, but this is the beginning for some persons to decolonize. The moment you understand this and then you decolonize from it, you begin to cut off from a lot of things and then you begin to see clearly. Because you can't tell me that you have decolonized and then you still believe that those group of people in that geographical area governed by Benjamin Netanyahu are the chosen people, the chosen location, and the chosen Kiniko. Okay? You have to begin to cut off from that. The moment you understand that, there is a manipulation here. You can't tell me that that place is a place, those people are the people. I am bringing this up again because at this time, there is still preparations going on for Africans to go for pilgrimage to Israel. You go in, you fund them, and they use this money for causes that are abominable in the sense that unaliving people without even thinking. And you feel, okay, you are the children of a God. Why not allow this God to fight your battles? You use money gotten from tourism, from different ignorant and naive Africans from the continent of Africa, from different parts in the continent, to fund production of deadly weapons and ammunition just to go and unalive people and spill blood. Is it not even shameful? I don't know why up until this time, a lot of us are still not gotten the message. If these people are the so-called people and a God promised to be their father and fight their battle, why is it that this God had not come down and say, phew, these people should just disappear, and then it happens and you see it? These people are the ones fighting for their God. You don't like hearing that. You don't like hearing it. Is this God of theirs the God of the universe? And why is it that this God of theirs is so thirsty for blood? The blood of man. Why? We don't sit and ask questions. A lot of things are before our faces that we should question. We don't question it. And that's why I keep telling you that we are intelligent people, we are smart, everything when it comes to whatever, we come out, we defend, and the rest of them, we got our PhDs, our masters, and our what have you, but immediately it comes to religion. The question arises in my mind, so where is the knowledge? Why is it that we are not allowing ourselves to use this God-given brains of ours? Do you think the Almighty, the creator of all life, was stupid to have molded us, our head, crafted our brains? When you look at the brain of man, you discover that it took time. The creator took time to form everything in us. And everything in us has its own work to do. Why are we depriving our brains that work? To think critically. And that is what every organized religion is against. Every organized religion is against critical thinking. You can hold me by my word. Come any time and day. There are a lot of debates, a lot of things for us to debate on here. Because if they do not prohibit critical thinking, why is it that they limit you to certain position? Like you are within a bottle. That's why when you look at the illustration of religion and spirituality, you see that I don't like talking about spirituality so much anymore, because there have been a lot of confusion, and if care is not taken, the spirituality that many of us are venturing into is going to be worse than religion that we are running away from. That's another topic for another day, and even if I'm going to talk about that, it is going to be on the other channel, Abigail Lusimiri 2.0. If you've not subscribed to that channel, you can go subscribe to that channel. So, religion is like you in a bottle covered. You're inside the bottle and it is covered and thrown into the sea. And spirituality is like the sea itself. You are given opportunity to explore. It involves you. But religion excludes you, and that's why they have to tie you, close you, lock you inside that bottle. So you are within the confines of that small hole. You can't go out. It is whatever they throw inside for you that you consume. This is the illustration I feel can explain the extent of what has happened to us as a people and what is still happening to us as a people. Now, prior to that geography, there were other countries in the continent of Africa that were proposed. And I keep telling you, if these people were even sure of what they were doing, why is it that they proposed other places before they decided about that region? You go pay your money. I will never forget this, our sister. I will never forget her. Maybe I'm going to put her at the end of the video. She was, pouring out her emotion, her vibration and everything for all the forces in that area to tap from. You saw how she was immersed, like she totally believed, okay, this was where Yeshua was born. And there are lots of confusions. They say Yeshua was born in Bethlehem. And then you go to Israel, they take you to that place that say you are going to the place where Yeshua was born. Forgetting that there are other accounts older than this very account of Jesus was born in a manger. I'm using Jesus because that's what you like. The accounts are that Yeshua was born in a cave outside Bethlehem. In a cave. There was no animals there. There was nothing like that. Yeshua was born in a cave. And Joseph had to go into the city to get a midwife. That was the older account of the birth of Yeshua. Now, the account that all of us have accepted, why do we accept it? Because religion has imposed it. And that is why I said they do not give you the free will at all. I hope I have not digressed, and I hope you've picked one or two, and I hope you didn't get angry and cut off. Leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section, Your Majesties, and I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, always Your Majesty. So let's listen to our sister, or let's watch our sister again.
Touch.